Yay! It's another episode 26 of the We'll Just Agree.
The Disagree podcast. I am Ryan Lee.
And I'm Beyonce Fox, and I'm so happy to be here. Aren't you happy to be here, Ryan?
We're so happy to be here.
So happy to be here right now.
If only they do.
I know. Trust me, I'm sure a lot of people do know. Technology is a trip.
I mean, working from home, Zoom, I think people know, you just got to go with it. But technology, it can be your best friend. It can be your biggest enemy. And today, the devil's trying to play with us. But, we're still here for you guys.
We're going to make it through. Okay, so I just want to thank everybody for supporting our podcast. We are now on YouTube. So thank you for the follows and the comments and all that great stuff and the support. Thank you.
Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed yet or follow us on Instagram, you can do so on YouTube, Instagram, wherever, at We'll Just Agree to Disagree. Also, I don't know if we've ever put this out, but if you want to be a guest on our podcast, they can email us at We'll Just Agree to Disagree at gmail.com.
Yes, we have an email too. We are official.
Right.
Yes.
When you get that Gmail, you're official.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Been having mine for years. Do you have a Gmail account?
I do. That's my personal account.
Okay, yeah, mine too. Anyway, let's talk about, what are we talking about this week? Are we going to bring up Kanye West again? Oh, why not? He's relevant. Let's do it. You want to?
Yeah.
Okay, so last week, Ryan and I were out until 1 or 2 in the morning at the United Center. Not the United Center, Soldier Field. Kanye West brought his Donda listening party to Chicago. And it was a good show. It was different. Now, you know what? Full disclosure, I told you this and you've known this. I'm a fan of Kanye West. Mm-hmm. The boy is a musical genius, flat out, point blank, period. Right. I remember the days when I was on WGCI and Kanye West was trying to sneak into our annual music seminars. Look at him now. Wow. One of the biggest music artists on the globe. So I rocks with him. I like him a lot. He's a cool dude. I'll never forget, right over here at the Swiss Hotel, we were at a listening party then for his first album. And for whatever reasons, he just came over to me. I'm sitting on a chair, chilling by myself. All these record execs and A&Rs and everybody in the building. And he just came over to me. And he's like, let me spit something to you. And he just started rapping bars in my ear. And I'm like, what? Never knowing that he would blow up to be Kanye West, who he is today, but I will never, ever forget that experience. So I've been a fan ever since. I said all that to say Donda is different. It's different.
Before we get into Donda, can I go back? Is it crazy to have that story and now see the level that Kanye is on?
So crazy. Oh, I got a lot of radio experience stories. My first interview in radio was with Beyonce and Destiny's Child. And Beyonce wasn't on the level that she's on now. Right. Back then, we were talking about Popeye's chicken. You think I could talk to Beyonce right now about Popeye's chicken? Probably not. But anyway, story after story after story. But yes, I was wondering, why is he coming to me? He just literally was on the arm of the chair I was sitting in, leaning over.
Well, come on now. He probably knew Beyonce Fox. We knew that name on radio.
But dude, I was new in radio back then. I didn't have, the following, if you will, that I do now. And he was sort of new too, but it's just so weird. And then when he was at GCI, when was that? Maybe 2 years ago or something?
Yeah, that was 2 years that he came on the morning show.
Yeah. Now, I do understand he is a radio listener. When he was in town last week, he was listening to the radio. I was told that by a very reliable source.
Really?
So he does pay attention. But when he was on GCI a couple years ago, or whenever that was, right before COVID, and we were all in the hallway trying to take selfies and stuff, I was like, what's up? Yay, Beyonce. And he was like, he gave me that look oh my God, yes, I know you. And I was just like, whoa. So I'm not a fan for that reason. I'm a fan because I think the man is a creative genius, a musical genius. He's got a lot of talent and, just being a homeboy from Shot City. So we're saying all this to say Donda is different. It's got some very, very good songs on there that I'm just singing along with, like the moment it comes on. But I still hear a lot of pain. I still hear some anger. I still hear some uncertainty. But it is what it is. That's Kanye telling his story and living his experience. But what he's doing to milk this whole album release, I don't know. Has it gone on a little too far, you think? Too long?
I don't know. Donda, it's not for me, okay? I'll say that. But I'm not mad at it. I think Donda was meant to be, maybe this is just me saying, a healing process for Kanye. And I don't think sometimes we give Kanye enough slack. I don't think people realize he lost his mom. We could end it right there. That's a lot in itself, right? You lose your mom, you get married eventually. Now you're going through a divorce. We don't know if they're breaking up. We don't know what's going on, right? I just think Kanye, and you got to think of all the falling outs that he's had with close friends in the industry, people like Jay-Z and all that. I just think Kanye has gone through so much that Donda was like his expression of like trying to heal. And I truly believe Kanye knows Jesus, right?
Yeah.
I think his relationship is not the ordinary relationship, and we see it in a different way. So me being more of a typical Christian that just goes to church and blah, 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 I think Kanye has a different relationship that I've had to learn that I can't judge it because it may not be the same way for me. So when I first was hearing some of the beats, or when we were at the Donda thing, you know, people are using the word cult and demonic, and this is weird and spiritual. You know, it's not my typical gospel music that's going to inspire me, but that could be his way that he does with his relationship. So I say that to say I can't judge him, but it's also not something that I may blast 24/7. Now, there are some songs, like I like the one when he sampled Lauryn Hill. I really like Jail and Jail Part 2 with DaBaby and Jay-Z. But I don't know if it's an album that I would blast on a daily. But I say that to say, I agree with you that I think it was an album that Kanye was trying to heal through music. You heard Hurt. I think I heard that the most. You heard Anger. You know, you've heard I think he was just trying to lay it all out. And whether you got it or received it or not, you know, who am I to judge that?
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, man, social media was on fire and still is actually about the comments that are being made about the album, the comments that are being made about his performance at Soldier Field last week. All I simply put, and this was facts, I don't usually post something that I'm not really feeling. Right. All I simply put was, just trying to process it, just trying to process it. And people were going in like, what do you mean? Album is great. Woo. I never said it wasn't. I'm a fan of Kanye West, period. I may not agree with everything he does or says, but I'm a big fan.
But it's funny that your comments were that way, because I even put up comments of me at Donda in my Insta story, and people were commenting back like, why are you there? That's trash. Kanye's not the same Kanye no more. So I told you, it's funny that that's what your people are saying, because I was getting complete opposite of, I'm like, yo, I'm just here to listen to the album. I just want to hear it. You get what I'm saying?
That's all.
But can we say this? Can we talk about the amount of money Kanye made before the album even came out?
What? Merchandise, ticket sales, streams. As a matter of fact, he has another Apple Music record. His album Donda is now #1 on Apple Music's top album charts, #1 in 152 countries. What does that tell you?
But this tells me two things. This tells me, one, he is a marketing genius. All right?
Yes.
Marketing genius.
Yep.
But it also tells me, number two, that does not mean the album is so good that it's #1.
Right.
That just means there was so much build up that everybody's like, Donda's out, I got to listen to it.
Yep, that's basically it. Like, he has typed this thing. It's so highly anticipated. even the fact that it's leaked, everybody is still buzzing. Now you got celebrities saying, oh man, my verse didn't get on. So now that's a whole nother trend going on right now. I mean, this dude is winning, cha-ching, winning.
But I'm afraid because Kanye, whether we want to admit it or not, is a trendsetter. I'm afraid that some other artists are going to try to go this route of listening parties before dropping the album, thinking they can do it. I believe, and let's name a few, B. I think there's only a few that could do that and it could work in their favor. One being Drake. Okay, I wasn't gonna know.
Semi doing it right now with Certified Lover Boy. Kind of been teasing it.
But could Drake sell out a Soldier Field for a listening party? He could. He might could. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. A listening party celebrity, Beyonce and Jay-Z, of course.
Of course.
Who else?
Can we do some commercial artists? Doesn't have to be. Oh, like a Justin Bieber. Big time, I think.
Yeah.
I really do. I think.
Justin could. Cardi.
Her audience is more niche audience, in my opinion. Okay, yeah. Okay, Megan. Yeah, okay.
No, Megan's not selling out a Soldier Field by herself for a listening party. Megan can sell out a club down the street for that.
No, I think she could if she has like collaborations. No, really. If she has
you think Meg Thee Stallion can go sell out Soldier Field for a listening party?
If she had some collaborations and you knew they were gonna all be there, kind of like
Kanye had no collaborations. It was Kanye and some dancers and cars. Meg Thee Stallion.
The Baby was there, Marilyn Manson.
But they didn't rap though. They were just there.
But they're on the album and they were represented. That brought some hype to
cool.
it.
Even if you give Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi, and them, you think they're selling out Soldier Field for a
Megan and Cardi together with some collaborations? I'm wondering.
No.
And mind you, Kanye didn't have the full capacity of Soldier Field. It was like half.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think they could even do that.
You never know. Nowadays, people just want to be somewhere amongst the stuff.
I think she could sell out the sound studio that we have here.
Not the iHeartMedia sound studio.
We fit a good 40 people back there. I think Meg could fill out all them for a listening party.
I
really do. And that's with us giving away tickets on air. I'm kidding. I'm too kidding too far. Wait, we gotta edit this part out. We'll edit this.
No, leave it. Cardi coming for you. Leave it.
No, not Cardi. I like Cardi. Meg.
Oh, okay, Meg. Okay.
I like Meg too, though, but I don't think they could sell it out like Kanye could.
Okay, the two of them together. Then you bring in the Migos. Then you bring in the Baby.
Well, you might as well bring in a Big Jam or a Summer Jam at that point.
You got a point. I don't know.
All I'm saying is, I don't think all artists could do what Kanye did. I think Kanye is just on another level that whether we love or hate him, we always will forgive him. And we always want to see what he's going to do next, because at the end of the day, give credit when credit's due. He's a musical genius, whether you agree with him or not.
Yes, he is. And you know what? I don't think it's going to work for anybody else, because that's his thing. He started this trend of let me just keeping people's anticipation high, and let me do another listening party in this city. Let me do one in this city, just to bring buzz to the album. Remember when Beyonce did it though with her Lemonade album? Remember?
Was a listening party?
Album? No. Was it the Lemonade album or another album that she had where boom, it just came out overnight? And then that was a big thing. And then artists started doing that whole.
You're right. What album was that?
It wasn't Lemonade, was it? Excuse us, Beehive, for not knowing what album it was.
I didn't bring up that example. That was
don't come for us. But anyway, they know what we're talking about. But yeah, it was like
that's facts. And then everybody started to do it after that.
Exactly. But it doesn't necessarily work for everybody else. You gotta be on that upper echelon of stuff. That's why I'm saying this may not work for other artists, what Kanye is doing, but man, this brother has made millions off of an album that hasn't even been officially released as of now.
Shout out to Kiki. She always reminds me that everybody can have the same ingredients, but their sauce may not taste the same.
Okay, Kiki. I love Kiki.
I love
That's a great analogy.
When she tells me that, it just puts it in perspective of they
Great
can try to
analogy.
do what Kanye did. You can get the same ingredients, but if it's not coming from him to you, the sauce, and by him, I mean the father, the sauce may not taste the same. I think we can end it right there.
I love Kanye West. I kind of wish he would move back to Chicago because I'd like to have another conversation with him one day.
Yeah, I think his influence is heavy here in the city, and I think it could be really used. I think people like Kanye, Common, Chance, Obama's, if we had all of them in the city, I just think it could change the that. Bring Oprah back, even though I know we mad at her one day, we not the other. Bring them all back.
Yeah, that would be great. All right, let's move on off of Kanye to other people who have a lot of money and a lot of talent. Forbes magazine recently released a list of the highest paid athletes. The top 50, 33 are Black.
Wow.
That's more than half. Listen to some of these salaries, Ryan. Naomi Osaka, the tennis star, $60 million. And these figures are from May of 2020 to May of 2021. So a year. LeBron James, you ready for this one? $96.5 million.
Are you trying to make me feel broke right now?
We're both broke. NFL quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, $107.5 million. And some of this money, of course, comes from not only their salaries, but endorsement deals, and appearances, and things like that, other ventures. And that brings me to this point. LeBron James, he has a new children's book that's out now. It's called, what is it called? It's called We Are Family. And of course, he's going to make money off of the book. I think it's interesting that people in the industry, entertainment industry, whether it's sports, music, whatever, they're not just doing that one thing. They're doing all kinds of ventures. Who would have thought that an NBA great would also be an author of a children's book? You know? Don't you find that?
I find it interesting, but I'm not surprised. I think a lot of times when you get to, did you watch the, I can say no to this. Because I've asked you to watch it. Have you watched the documentary on Naomi?
No, not yet. I'm gonna get to it. It's
on Netflix. It's a 3-part series that LeBron's team produced, by the way.
See?
And I watched it, and you see that. You see her play tennis, and then she has to go model, and then she has to go do this deal with Nike, and then she has to go do this, and then she has to go do this. So you see her, we see a lot of the photo shoots and stuff like that besides just the tournaments. I'm not surprised, because I think what that documentary shows you is that when you get to a high level in whatever profession you're in, as you know, you're going to have a lot of endorsers and a lot of opportunities that come your way that you may not even have gotten a degree for or thought you could ever write a book for. But because you have that influence, you get what I'm saying? Like, if somebody sees Naomi wearing a certain outfit and she's this big tennis star, don't you think that fashion designers thinking, I can sell this 10 times better? So this doesn't surprise me, actually. But I think we see this just not on their level of rich level status, or let's just call it what it is. I think we see it in our demo too. Like, you're in Radio B, but you also do several other things besides radio. I think we all are just born with having multiple niches that we want to touch on, but there's always like that one that's your main one.
Yeah, that one that really pays the bills.
I wasn't trying to say that, but yeah.
I mean, I totally agree. I think it's a great thing, because back in the day, like, athletes, they were just athletes. You know what I mean? They just played basketball. They were known for that. But now you could take a basketball player like LeBron, for instance. This man produces. He's an executive producer. He does movies now. He's got Netflix deals. He's writing books. Like, he's all over the place. And I think that's amazing generational wealth, baby.
On the flip side, I do feel like there's some people in those industries that start to feel some type of way. Let me take it to this. We're in radio, right? We're in radio, television, broadcasting, that whole umbrella. We're now seeing a lot of comedians, not like there's comedians that grew up in radio and have been in it and are true radio jocks and comedians.
Yeah.
But let's talk about like a Tiffany Haddish, right? That are getting some broadcasting, like TV hosting deals, right? Or you talk about rappers and stuff like that are now getting morning shows and radio. And you have some people in the industry that feel some type of way, like we worked for this, we grind for this, we went to school for this, but because of your status, you now are taking some of those opportunities from the younger people that are trying to come up. So not everybody is a fan of this conversation.
Yeah, that's true. It happens. And sometimes I'm like, sometimes I feel like I could be doing even more, because I don't know if you know this, Ryan Lee, but one of my goals in life was to be an actress. Maybe you can tell by my dramatic.
So extra.
Yeah,
it all makes sense.
So dramatic, lived it. But years ago, my mom had us at my siblings and I, we went to the Karamu School of the Arts back in Cleveland, Ohio, when I was a child. And then over the years, we've been in drama clubs and all that stuff. And I never wanted to be an actor that way. I just like being an actress just by watching TV, like, oh, I can do that, or oh, I can do that. And people always say I'm dramatic. My family members, not people in the streets, at least they don't say it to my face, but people say, people always say I'm very dramatic. So I was just thinking, maybe Tyler Perry, if you're listening, sir, I know that's one of your cool people that you love. Romeo, how did I do? Not good. Okay, Ryan, come back. I'll just stick to radio. I'll stick to radio. But yeah, I've always wanted to be an actress.
You know what, B? I'm not gonna front. I could actually see you acting. You will learn the script. Beyonce will give us dramatics. She will read the script in one day and be like, I'm ready. And Beyonce would come on set and be ready for hair and makeup with her coffee in her hand. She'd be the first one there. So Tyler Perry, if you're watching this podcast, because I know you are a fan of the We'll Just Agree to Disagree podcast. I know you are. Tyler Perry, please just consider Beyonce. That was not her best take. There's better takes. We can get her in the new Medea coming to Netflix.
Hey, I can even play a radio host. Come on, I can even do that.
You could. Yeah. So I say go after it, B. Life is too short. Go after it.
I'll pursue it. What are some of your other goals outside of radio?
It's crazy. I was just telling somebody this. Okay, backstory. Beyonce knows. So I just had a photo shoot the other day, right? And I was supposed to get dressed up for the photo shoot, and one of my outfits was sweats that they'll see eventually, as I have on sweats right now. One of my goals, and I've always said this, is I want to have my own sweats line in the future.
Dope.
Because I have learned that now I've learned that's me. So I have gone to concerts here at work, and I will make sweats work. When we were at Kanye's concert, had sweats on. As you guys will see in this photo shoot that I'll post soon, had sweats on.
Yep.
So I've always been that way, but then people will be like, you just make it look different though. And I'm like, I'm just in sweats doing me. But I think there's a way that you can dress sweats up that you don't have to be in jeans to feel like you're dressed up.
So you want to be a sweat fashion designer, or?
Yeah.
Dope.
We'll see. That's just something that I've always said that, like, oh, that's something extra that I
That's dope, man. Yeah.
But my main thing is, of course, television. Mm-hmm. But I know that's kind of the same as what I'm doing now. But that's
pretty much.
Until I've always said I have to host the red carpet one day.
Oh yeah. That's an experience like none other. Trust me. Yeah. It'll happen soon. My role on television.
There's anything like else crazy that I wanted to do. I tried acting a long time ago with my mom. I was a kid. I can't even remember the show. It was like one of those Nickelodeon shows. And you probably know they bring audition scouts to the city and it was downtown, and we went to it. And I remember being in there, like they called us in, and it was a group of us. And I remember they asked me like questions, and one of the questions was, you know, like, what is one of your favorite songs? And I had said that's when like Backstreet Boys was big, like Bye 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 and all those songs. So I had said that, and they were like, okay, perform it for us. Now, knowing what that means, you know, you should get up there and kill it if you want to be a child actor, right?
Yes.
I was like, no, I'm okay. And they were like, come on, you gotta do it. And I was like, no, I'm fine. I ain't never heard back from them since.
You gotta sit there and tell the people auditioning you.
I would have called me back because I clearly had the confidence to tell y'all mugs, no, I feel like singing right now.
That's not how it works, Ryan Lee.
But so I knew at a young age acting wasn't for me. Not gonna do that.
Hilarious. Oh my gosh, hilarious.
But yeah, that's about it. I think the fashion probably would have been the next one that I step into.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I've always loved fashion too. I thought about being a buyer, but there's so many things. I have a list of things that I would like to do in life. You know what I mean? And it's never too late. If you're listening now and there's something that you want to do, take a chance on it. You're passionate about it. It's not even work. You can do anything you set your mind out to do. You can be anything you set your mind out to be. Go for it. I'm serious. Take baby steps though, because if you take a leap and then it's not successful, you tend to get discouraged. Take baby steps every day. Work on something real small in order to achieve that goal. And I guarantee you're going to achieve it. I never wanted to be in radio, Ryan.
That's what you told us. Yeah.
It's ministry for me. Like I prayed and boom, I was thinking I was going out to the West Coast to do TV, but God said, nope, I'm gonna need you to sit right here at V103 and do what I told you to do. And here I am, loving every minute of it.
B, it just hit me. I know what you could do. Like you got to do it for one day because it knocks off so many things. It knocks off, I'm sorry, I'm giving you build up like Kanye. It knocks up, you love to travel.
Okay.
It knocks up, you have one of, and I've told you this in episode 2, you have one of the best voices ever. B, you could be a dope flight attendant.
Oh. No.
B, you would kill it with your voice. You love to travel. You're a people person. You could kill it with your, can you just give us the voice on the intercom? B, come on, do it for him. Yeah.
Your seatbelt could be used as a flotation device. No?
Never mind.
Okay.
You had to give me like the, thank you for boarding Southwest Airlines, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, yeah, for one day, okay, one day.
I thought it was a good one. It clicked. Because you got to think, everybody, a lot of those flight attendants, they have personality like you do. They love to travel, clearly. They usually, whether they know it or not, they have like a great voice at doing it. Like, it sounds like, oh yeah, you're a flight attendant. Like, they look put together. I could just see you doing it.
Wow. Okay, thank you, Ryan. I'll think about that though. You never know.
Guys, when Beyonce ever says, I think about that in any of the episodes, she's not doing it. I told her to watch Naomi. I told you to watch Naomi, and you said, I'll think about it. And
no, I am. I'm definitely going to do it because she intrigues me. So I will check that out for sure.
No, it is good. Yeah, you're going to see she's so much low key than what you expect.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
All right, guys.
Another episode, man. Always fun to talk to you.
All right, B, where can they follow you?
At Beyonce Fox everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it.
You guys can hit me up at Ryan Media Lead, but you can hit up this podcast at We'll Just Agree to Disagree on Instagram or YouTube. And I think that's it, B.
Yeah, episode 26. Thank you again for all of the support. Appreciate it. And that's it.
See ya.